Hello, folks. Welcome back to another live stream wherein we are with another hackathon. And this time, we have named it Multilingual Hackathon, and it's completely sponsored by Lingo. So, for everyone who is new to the stream or who is new to the channel, I'll just maybe repeat it once more. We are hosting a hackathon. It's from 30th November to 16th of November from 8 a.m. IST to 8 p.m. IST. So if you are joining new as well, you can still take part. Um, and we have good amount of cash prizes for you folks to win in the hackathon, and couple of more community rewards, swags, and all. So I'll just maybe quickly go through the link. Just give me a moment, folks. I'll just quickly open that. So what you can do is you can just quickly head to vmacdevs.org. I'll also share the screen. I hope, yep, it's visible. So you can just quickly head over to vmacdevs.org. You can either go to hackathons. This is the hackathon I was talking about. Multilingual Hack 2025. You can just click. You can find all the details of the hackathon under this page. It will end in 2 days. We have 1 lakh INR worth of cash prizes for you folks, which will be distributed as 50, 30, and 20 for first, second, and third winners. We have community rewards wherein we'll be giving Lingo's exclusive swag bundles. So make sure you post about Lingo on socials and also start their GitHub repository. You can also find the repository link from here as well. So you can just come here, maybe give it a little star. I already had it start just to show you folks. I am starting it right now. This is how you can do the starting part. Coming back to the hackathon, Lingo is again our sponsor. This is the judging criteria. Make sure you go through the judging criteria before you submit your project. These are some frequently asked questions. Maybe go through these. And then we have rules for the hackathon. Make sure you also go through each and every rule which is mentioned down here. We have few resources for you. So if you are not already part of the Discord server, join the Discord server now. This will take you to Lingo's Discord server, wherein all the reminders and communications of the hackathon are underway. Right. If you have any other query regarding the hackathon, you can also mail us on contact@vmacdevs.org and we'll listen to you. We have few resources like website, Lingo's website, GitHub repository, and CLI documentation for you folks listed down here. And we have few demo videos for you to get started with Lingo. And this is the schedule. So I think we have one resume session just after the live stream, which is at 8 p.m. IST, and that will be in the Discord server of Lingo. So make sure you join that. I guess that's it about the hackathon. We will be releasing project submission form tomorrow. So make sure you also, join the server, keep eye on the social so that you get all the updates on time. I guess that's it about the hackathon. I'll leave the stage to Sumit. Sumit is a dev advocate at Lingo. Sumit, can you just maybe give yourself an introduction and then maybe we can start with the demo?
Sure, sure. So my name is Sumit. As Ayush mentioned, I work as a senior developer advocate at Lingo Dev here for the last 4 months, about 4 months now, and we're growing like insanely fast. Our community has grown from basically a couple of hundreds to now we're almost at 3,000. GitHub repository also has gained tremendous contributors and stars, which we all owe to all of you people. If you haven't joined the party, make sure to join our Discord and give us a star on GitHub.
I have added your screen to the stage, Sumit.
Okay, so let me show your way around so you don't get lost. So if you come to our website, you see a usual website that you would expect from a product like us. What's interesting is that our docs are directly embedded into the website, so it acts as the platform, as the documentation, as our website. So you'd see all the links here point to our documentation. If you're logged in, you will also get to manage your like platform details like the glossary items and like tonality and all that. And again, reminding you, give us a star. We have launched our MCP very, very recently, just last week, and our teammate has worked tremendously fast and tremendously qualitatively amazing as well. So if you want to one shot the entire app, you can use MCP. If you don't want to do, typically how most people start their journey with us is using the CLI, and CLI is uh, the step that they are at like initially, and beyond that they would set up CI/CD. Let me give you a quick walkthrough of how translations usually happen. Say you're building YouTube and you are initially English only, but then you realize that you have users from, let's say, Spain and France, and now you need to support those languages so that like your users can be people who can't speak English and can only speak Spanish or French, for example. So what you would do is that you would extract all the translatable strings, like say for a YouTube, it would be a video title, it would be a video description, it could be channel name, but not really channel name because it's associated with brand. So you would extract all the details that you want to be translated, and then keep some sort of file and have like human translators translate individually, like one-on-one translation. Okay, hi would be hola in Spanish and something else in French. Again, a video title could be something in Spanish and again something else in French. And that's how you go about translating. And as you can imagine, it takes a lot of time. It takes a lot of back and forth between the development team and the non-AI translation team. And this is where we come in. So using Lingo.dev, what you can do is that once you have your app ready, you can there could be three things. If you have your app ready, you can just use Lingo.dev CLI. How you would do is that you can extract the keys, again very similar process, but the good thing is that you can extract keys using AI also. So if you're using some AI based IDE like cloud code or GitHub Copilot, I assume there are very many others also. If you're using any of those, you can just give the prompt to AI. You'll find the prompt in this page itself, like here you go. You can give this prompt and it will extract all the translatable strings intelligently from the website, or like the code file. If you have a React app, it would extract the strings from the components. And once you have the extracted keys, then you can use CLI. You find all the commands of CLI on this very page, the framework that we support, and at the bottom you'll see all the file formats that we support. So say you have a JSON file of all the keys that you want to be translated, you'd go to CLI. The first step would be to initialize Lingo.dev in your project root. It would create a file that would have the bucket or the config file in which you define the locale support. So for our case, we are taking the example of Spanish. So it would be ES. For French, it would be FR, and so on and so forth. You'll find the locale also in our documentation. If you get lost somewhere here, you could hit just Command K. Command K, and you'd find you can basically find very anything else you want. So once you've set up Lingo.dev in your project, then you would go to I18N and you just run this one command, and you're good to go. You'll have the translated files. And the best part is that once the translations are done, you own the translation. So you don't have to do again and again. And say your app is now built, but you're adding new features to it. So you want only the new things to be translated, not the whole thing to be translated again. So once you have these translations, you can set up CI/CD. And the benefit of CI/CD is that every time you push a new commit, all the new changes will get translated, not the whole thing. This is how usually people approach and use Lingo.dev. They initially get started with CLI just to test the water, so to speak. And then once they like it, which is like a huge percentage of them, then they graduate to CI/CD. If you want to one shot this entire thing and have a lot of internationalization features built in, you could use our MCP. I have embedded the demo video for CLI as well as for MCP, so make sure you watch that. uh, Another thing that's slightly, in alpha stage currently is the compiler, which is game changing. Like, this is the most exciting part to me, but it's in alpha, so we don't encourage the usage of this. But for hackathon, I would suggest you stick to CLI and CI/CD. But if you want to play around, compiler is really, really good. Personally, for me, I really like playing around with compiler. It's like the next generation of React app, and I'm not saying those words slightly. Once you use it, you'll really feel that. So that is it. If you have any questions, shoot them now. I'm here to answer all of them.
Yep. I have gathered 2 to 3 questions from across the platform. Sumit, I'll just maybe read out them for you. So, one question is, how does maybe, see, we have seen that, okay, we are making the projects multilingual, we are making the project speak all the languages, but I like folks would like to understand how does Lingo, in the backend transform code across languages while keeping the complete logic aligned in a single place.
Yeah, so let's take React as an example. What you would do typically in a non-internationalized project, you just have multiple files with different components, and that is it, right? We recommend something called React I18N as the internationalization framework. So Lingo.dev would help you translate the extracted keys, and you would have the translations in say I18 directory in the root of the project. And using React I18, you can write the component in a way that it pulls the data from those translated files. So you'd have some sort of like in the end, the client side would have some sort of language dropdown, and every time you change language there, it pulls the data from like the component pulls the data from the translated files that Lingo provides you. So you'll have es.json for Spanish, fr.json for French, and that file would contain the French version of the text. So, and every string that you extracted, the French version of that would be in fr.json, and that React component will pull this data from fr.json. So you have like dynamic real-time translation, and it's very fast.
Understood. And I'm really sorry if you hear any barkings because my dog is, waiting outside the door and he wants to get in. So I'm really sorry for that.
Maybe
Um,
he also wants to participate in the hackathon.
Yep. So second part, of the second question is, how does Lingo handle, edge cases where maybe let's say two languages, try to express concepts differently?
Yeah, so we have flags for languages. So even within languages, sometimes what take Hindi for example, we have very many types of Hindi within our country. So each locale is different, and we have that support in Lingo. If you define one locale, you can like define other locales, and every locale is different, and that's treated as a first class citizen. So you don't have to worry about it. Even for branding, like there's one other edge case, branding. You won't like take a simple website, you would not want the website's name to be translated, you would want everything else to be translated. So if you use Lingo.dev, you could define that. If you go to platform, you could define the branding things and the glossary of items. You can also change the tonality of it also. So all those edge cases are well sorted out here.
And I think this would also help in better segregation, or let's say,
Yeah.
keeping things in a different case, for example. Yep. I guess we'll take the last question, Sumit, and then we'll conclude the session. What constraints, do you think that Lingo, uses to ensure that generated output is maybe trustworthy, or let's say production safe, or maybe, can be safely used in the project?
Yeah, so we have internal benchmarks for that. I can't get into specific details, but what I can tell you is that we have internal very high standards for support. Once we say a language is ready for production support, it really is. Currently, we support. That's the reason. Like currently, we support around 90 languages, almost 90 languages, and that's the reason we don't say like we support 200 or 2,000 languages, because we are constantly testing languages to ensure that the translation quality is really top notch. It's best in the industry, and if it's not there, we just don't say we support it at all. So if we say we support it, it's the best in the industry. You can rest assured for that.
Got it. I guess that's it, folks. If you're new to the stream, we have a hackathon running. We have amazing 1 lakh INR cash prizes waiting for you, folks. You can take part right now. Registrations are open till 16th of November, so you can take part till 16th of November. Build something amazing which goes global in terms of language, because Lingo is here to help you folks make your project multilingual, right? We also have community prizes wherein you can win swags. And if you haven't joined the Discord server of Lingo, make sure you do that. If you haven't started Lingo's repository, make sure you do that, because the project is amazing. It will help you, take your project across the borders. I guess that's it. And all the best hacking. Sumit, do you have any closing remarks for the folks?
Uh, we do actually, since our community has grown tremendously in the past 3-4 months. We have a lot of community stuff coming out. So if you are someone who thrives in community, who wants to grow together, please join our Discord. Even beyond this hackathon, we have multiple other initiatives like our creators program, our ambassadors program. We have another couple of hackathons coming up in December. We also do regular swag giveaways. We have a lot of fun stuff coming out very, very soon. So if you haven't already joined our Discord, even beyond this hackathon, please do participate there. As long as you ship, we want it. As simple as that.
Yep. So you have heard from the man himself. They have more events lined for you folks in the coming near future. So make sure you join the Discord. And to all the folks who keep on asking how do we start contributing to community, this is the chance for you folks. Just get involved. Try to maybe answer some questions in the Discord. Try to find some bugs on Lingo's repository if there are any. I'm not sure. Sumit is the best person to answer that. But yes,
We do just
yep.
one mention. We do actually encourage people to support to contribute on our GitHub as well. We have received a deluge of new contributions there. Like last month, I think we ran some initiative. We wanted to have like 5-10 contributors. We got like 200 contributors. So that was amazing. And even going forward, we are creating new avenues for people to contribute to Lingo.devs GitHub. So if you build demo apps, if you translate some other app, and a lot more. So just join Discord. You'll get to know that when we launch it. We're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yep. That being said, thank you folks for joining, and we'll take conclusion. If you have not joined the Discord, and because we have one more event at 8 p.m. resume review, make sure you do that and join the event. We'll take your leave here. Bye. Thank you for joining.